Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so sorry it's been so long since I've put anything up. I don't actually have an excuse, but I'm back now, and I'm back with a story time about my coke experience, I guess. So let's just get straight into the story. Basically, I had come out of a long-time relationship and I kind of, you know, was getting over it, and I kind of just wanted to be like, hey, I want to date, I want to get out there and meet new people, do you know what I mean? So my girls are just like, okay, let's go to a club, like you're not going to meet anyone sitting at home basically. So I was like, all right, cool. So we go to this club in Clapham and the night's lit, like we're having fun, whatever, cool. By the end of the night, I'm drunk. Like, I'm so tired. I didn't meet anyone. I was like, okay, all right, I'm ready to go home now. So I don't know what it is, but I feel like at the end of a club, that's when guys kind of will just come from left, right, center, like, and just want to talk to people. They just come out of nowhere. But anyway, so this guy ends up coming to try to talk to me, but the type of person I am, when I'm drunk, like, I'm not trying to have a conversation, if I'm honest with you. I'm just trying to get food, and then maybe I can have a conversation with someone. So he's trying to talk to me like, yo, blah blah blah, whatever, and I'm just like, bruh, if you want to have a conversation, me and my girls are en route KFC right now because it was right next to the club. So it's like, you can come if you want to, if not, bye, boy, bye. He was like, why are you being like that, blah blah blah. I'm just like, listen, I'm drunk, okay? Like, what, your words aren't gonna feed me, so no. So then after, we go to KFC and I order my food, and my girl that I was with orders her food as well. And then as we're going to pay, he's kind of just like, don't worry, I've got you, or whatever. I'm thinking, is this how it is to kind of, like, is this how guys go on now? Like, right, okay, all right, cool, yeah. So then he goes to pay, but when he's going to pay, he pulls out like a stack of cash that's in a rubber band. Like, you know when you have a lot of cash, it's just big, like a big stack of it. So I'm thinking, well, actually I lied, I didn't think anything of it, to be honest, but my girl was like, fam, like, do you sell or something? What's going on? Why do you have all this money? It's not even in a wallet, it's just out. But I didn't care, he paid for our food. I was just thinking, nah, generous, look how cute you are. He was like, oh, how are you getting home? I'm thinking, oh, we're like taking cab. At the time, I was living at my uni house, which was probably like a 30 to 40 minute drive away from where the club was. It's just like, I'll take you guys home or whatever. So I'm looking like, okay, it saves me cab money, so whatever kind of thing. But I was just thinking, wow, is this how guys are now? Like, that's crazy. Since when did this happen or whatever? So he go home. And after, he's kind of just like, yeah, can I get your number, blah blah blah. And I'm like, yeah, like, I mean, you brought me food and dropped me home, yeah, why not? No, actually, I missed that part. When we was in his car and he was taking us home, basically my girl was obviously sitting in the back seat, and then after, she's seeing a baseball bat like on the floor. So she's fast. So she was like, why do you have a baseball bat in your car? Like, not even in the boot, just out. He was like, oh, I'll play baseball. Now this guy was a black Jamaican, I think he was 23 at the time, year-old guy with a full-time job. In England, you play baseball. You lying. But to be honest, as I said, I was drunk, I was hungry, I was tired, and I just didn't care at that moment. I give him my number, and I think a couple of days later, he contacts me, whatever, we get to talking, cool. And I remember I was working on the next Saturday, and I finished at like 8 o'clock. and I worked in central London. So he contacts me and he's kind of like, yeah, I want to meet up, like I haven't seen you in a while, even though it was a week before. But I was just like, okay, cool. I finished work at 8 and he's like, okay, cool, that's fine. And I'm thinking, okay, so what do you want to do? And he's like, oh, let's go eat. So I'm thinking, okay, cool, but it's gonna take me like an hour to get home, another hour to get ready, so I'm probably gonna be done by like, my maths is bad, wow, I said 8, 9, 10. I'll be done by 10. And then he was like, yeah, that's fine. But in my mind I'm thinking, okay, if he wants to take me to eat, then there's not too many places where kitchens are open like after 10. So I don't know, but whatever, cool, I'm down. So I get home, I get ready or whatever, and he's basically like, oh, I'm gonna come pick you up, so let me know when you're half done or whatever. Because as I said, where I was staying, because he stayed near the club, so as I said, it was like half an hour drive time or whatever. So then after, I messaged him to be like, yeah, I'm half done or whatever, and he's like, oh, okay, I can't come pick you up, but if you get a cab here, I'll pay for your cab. So I'm thinking, okay, cool, that's sweet. Like, even though he couldn't do what he said he was gonna do, he still like made a way for me to come. That's nice. Like, oh, this guy, gentleman, whatever. And after I catch the cab, I make my way to him. He asked me to meet him on Clapham High Road. Now, as I said, it's a Saturday, and for anyone that's been to Clapham High Road is a busy place to be on a Saturday. So then after, I'm thinking, okay, cool. He tells me what to tell the taxi driver. I told the taxi driver and he meets us there. Now it's like something to 11. So I'm just kind of like, okay, like where are we gonna go? Because it's late kind of thing and you wanted to eat, so I don't know. And he's like, oh yeah, I know where we're gonna go. I've got somewhere for us to go. I'm thinking, okay, cool. So we go to where he's got for us to go to. Why do we pull up at a kebab shop? I mean, I'm not bougie. I'm a little bougie, but I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't think a kebab shop is an acceptable first date. Comment below. Comment below if you would be okay whether a girl or a guy took you out to the kebab shop as your first time meeting up after you guys have spoke. Like, comment below, let me know, because I wasn't feeling it. I was just like, what the hell is this? I don't even eat kebab like that, so why are we here? And like, it wasn't even like it wasn't even a kebab shop that has like a nice vibe. I don't even know if any kebab shops have a nice vibe, but somewhere where you feel kind of comfortable. I literally felt like I was in Dixie or Favourite, like another chicken and chip shop that has a few chairs. But anyway, whatever. I didn't say anything. I ordered my kebab, he ordered his kebab, and then like I thought he was even gonna sit in. He was like, nope, let's go to the car. I'm thinking, wow. I'm wearing Chelsea boots, I'm wearing a fur jacket, I'm wearing a shirt, I have makeup on my face. Not even the cheap stuff, girls. Like, I've got MAC and, you know, the real stuff. And I fixed my hair. And I'm eating kebab in a car. I could have stayed at home and had Domino's and been very happy with my life. But anyway, whatever. I'm out now. So I'm eating the kebab, but having a conversation in the car. He's reminding me as to why I gave him my number. Like, I'm not, like, when we're having a conversation, I'm thinking, okay, he's not all bad. Like, he's actually a funny, cool guy. So he gets a call, right? And the call is on a tiny little phone, like a tiny one, like a brick. As far as I'm kind of concerned, it's like, if you have a brick, then you're either trapping or you're cheating. It's one of the two, because you can't tell me that you have 2 iPhones and a brick. What do you need the brick for? So he gets his phone, like, cool, on the brick or whatever, and then after he's like, oh, do you want to come somewhere with me? Dumb me, I didn't even ask where we was going, what we was going to do, etc. So we're driving now, and this drive is long. It's like, it was a good 30 minutes, another 30 minutes, and like, we pull up to wherever he wanted us to go after 12. Now when we pull up, there's a girl standing on the street. The street was empty. I'm not just saying there was any like girl walking past. No, the street was empty. And then there was this girl just standing in this spot. And he pulled up by the girl. Now in my mind, I'm confused because I'm thinking like, really? Like seriously, this is what you're doing? Like first time I'm meeting you after the club. You've already taken me to the kebab shop and I'm kind of annoyed from that. But now we're pulling up and there's a girl and you've pulled up next to her. Like, are you kidding me? Like, really? This girl opens the car door, like my side. And she's just looking at me smiling. And I'm looking at her like, is she for real? I turn to look at him and he's looking at me like, yeah, she for real. So I'm thinking, wow. Then after he goes, oh, Tiffany, can you step out for a minute and walk down? What? Like, please comment if I was being a bit over the top. But it's a thing where it's like, I'm looking at this like, you're really about to pick up another girl, like right now, like today. I haven't even got home yet. Like, if you want to pick up another girl, let me go home, you go pick her up and whatever. I get out the car, I start walking down the road, the girl gets in the car, sitting in the seat I was sitting in, and like in the car for a bit. So I'm thinking, oh my god. So I'm vexed now. I call my girl. I'm like, can you imagine that I'm out on this date with this guy and he's just picked up another girl alongside taking me to the kebab shop, and now I don't even know where I am. I look up at a road sign and I'm in Shoreditch. And I've never been to Shoreditch in my life, like before that day. I'm vexed now. I'm explaining to her. He drives down and gets me from the side of the road. Like, girl, I'll call you back. I get back in the car and I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, what is this? Like, what are you playing at? Like, what kind of rubbish is that? Then he was like, oh, it's not even what it looks like. Like, there's a reason. But I feel like if I tell you, you're gonna judge me. I'm thinking, you got seconds to explain. Do you think I care right now? You think at this moment in time I really care about whether just explain, basically. So then after this, he's like, oh, I shot. So I'm thinking, the only other kind of shotting I know is shotting hoops or shotting weed, because I'm a good girl. Like, I don't really know about all this stuff. So I'm thinking, okay, if someone shots, it's either you're shotting hoops or you're shotting weed, like one of the two. Do you know what I mean? But I'm thinking, okay, he's probably shotting weed because there was no hoops around here. There's no hoops on the side of the road. I'm like, okay, weed. And he's like, no. I'm like, no. He's like, no. I'm thinking, so shotting what? And he's like, coke. Guys, you know what I'm saying? In this car, like, only this can happen to me. I'm just thinking, what if the feds come pull up on the side somehow and I'm here now a witness to your nonsense? Like, I don't want to be here. Like, oh my god. I was just thinking, what have you got me into? All I did was step out for a date and now you got me being your accomplice to sell coke. Like, what the hell? I'm too cute for jail. Like, after this, I'm like, wow, take me home please, like right now, like right now. And he's like, no, I got one more drop, I swear down, it's round the corner. I'm thinking, no, like, take me home, I want to go home or whatever. He's like, nah, Tiffany, I swear it'll be quick or whatever. But these times I'm thinking, I'm really not trying to pay for cabs, so I guess I'm gonna have to film it one drop more. So he goes to make the second drop now, and I'm like, I'm not getting out of the car this time. Like, you're crazy if you think that's what I'm about to do, because it was actually winter time. That's why I was wearing a fur coat. So I'm thinking, no, I will jump in the back seat. And this guy gets in this time. They do the exchange. You know me, I just turn my head out the window, looking, like, checking if Jesus is about to come and, you know, leave me behind. Like, I'm just like, oh my god, I can't believe this. Like, this is nonsense. He done his second drop. I jumped back into the front seat, and you know, I've never been so quiet. Like, I'm a talkative person, and I sat a whole 30 to 40 minute car ride in silence. Like, I was just listening to music. And then he drops me. He's like, oh, you're right though. Like, and I'm thinking, I'm fine. Like, I just don't understand why you thought that this was logical for you to be doing coke drops while I was here on the first date. He was like, yeah, no, it's true, I'm sorry. I didn't think about that, but I know next time, like, I won't do that again. So like, yeah, cool. And then I walk in my house and I never talk to him again. But you know, it's the fact that I'm sitting there thinking, this guy said next time, you know, because I remember he tried to holler at me after that to be like, oh, let's go cinema. I'm thinking, you think I'm going anywhere with you, brother? Like, I ain't going nowhere with your ass, because you obviously don't know how to act. Like, the first date, it's like, what the hell? Like, so I look like that type of girl that I could be your Bonnie to your coke selling. No, I'm not that. I'm the type of girl that will accompany you to go shopping or cinema or food. Not coke. But yeah, guys, that was the story of my coke selling experience, I guess. So that's it for my story time. Comment below if you want me to do another story time, if you enjoyed this story time, or if you've ever had an experience similar to mine. But that's it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.